I'm just gonna turn my thing off because
turn it off. Bezrat Hashem Chavra. Let's fire it up. L'kavet Shabbos Kodesh. 3 days until Shabbos, 138 until Hanukkah, and 54 until Rosh Hashanah. We are moving, Chavra. The days are flying, but we're trying to be as present as possible. We're trying to grab onto every moment, and all we have is right now. So Tefillah b'Shem Kol Yisrael for Pesach Ubi B'Nusaf Esarva Chabas Yehudi Smirim Dudbes Chanu Chabed Yonah Bas Bas Yashir Bas Bas Sanai Ru'ubi B'Mani and every Neshama in Klal Yisrael. Chavra, I saw this tefillah in Rav Shama Arush's loving everyone unconditionally little booklet, and it's for the refuah of Yosef Gidon Yaakov ben Penina. And also feel, for all the names we just mentioned, and B'Shem Kol Yisrael. So Rav Shama Arush has here, before all the prayers and loving Am Yisrael and more, he says like this: I hereby accept upon myself, we hereby accept upon ourselves the mitzvah of love your fellow Jew like yourself. And behold, we love every Jew unconditionally like our own soul and essence, with great devotion. With our prayers, we have in mind to judge every Jew favorably, and may our prayers be for Hashem's honor and for His sake with love. Bezrat Hashem. And the Master of the world, have mercy on the Jewish people and give them the knowledge that Ahavat Yisroel is the most important mitzvah in the world. Bezrat Hashem. Yassi, great to see you. Halacha l'maisa. Halacha l'maisa. We have cooking daily on. We have the Ford F-150 on. We have a lot of chavra, Baruch Hashem. A seller whose doorpost and entrance lie on the ground in a horizontal position is exempt from mezuzah, because only a standing doorpost can be called a mezuzah and require a mezuzah. And it says here in the footnote, the Torah says that mezuzah is required al mezuzot beitecha, on the doorpost of your house. And the chavra, this is the epitome. This is the essence of stealing Torah, of loving Torah, is we have on the bottom of the screen, Yossi cooking daily at the dentist, just taking a minute to grab some Torah, to grab some Rabbi Nachman, to grab some halachos, and to grab some prayers, Bezrat Hashem. We're continuing in our journey with Ahavat Yisrael, and I'm debating whether this is going to be the last teaching in that we go over and beyond the kecha, or we're going to move to like the little pointers. We're probably going to move to the pointers. The pointers are so geschmack. But in terms of the chalakim, we are finishing up Parak Bet, and then we move on into sayings that they were recorded from Ravitchemeyer, like that were they're recorded and written down. And we can go through those as well. I think there's like 10 pointers. Yeah, 10 pointers. So those are probably good schmuck. So, Kitzer, this is not the last night of Ahavat Yisrael. It's never the last night of Ahavat Yisrael. Every teaching should be surrounded by Ahavat Yisrael. And let's go weiter. Ma'ala ta'achdut v'schara. Right? The greatness of Achdut and its schar, we all know. Dveikut, Achdut, they're one avoda. They're not two separate, right? We have Dveikut, Achdut, boom. V'chashuv me'od l'mod al godel ma'alat ha'achdut. Ki al yidei zeh yitorer v'yitalev cheshek libo la'ashkia b'zeh. We've been learning about the last week or so about the significance of Ahavat Yisrael, of Achdut, of Dveikut, of really investing our time into this midah, into this avoda, which we'll see in a moment that's the most important out of all the other avodas, Ahavat Yisrael. We're all one. We're all the children of the Ribbon Shalom. We're all brothers and sisters, and we have to feel that inner connection to every single yid. Pnimius. So, understanding and learning about the godless and the potency of this avoda should awaken our hearts, and should excite us. How amazing that is to get to such a level where we could love every single Jew unconditionally, without any reason, without any sibah. So, Bezrat Hashem, let's go weiter. Nita is on. Ki avoda al shalom ava bein ish l'rehu. Chashuva etzel Hashem yisbarach yoter mikol avodot. It's mamish insane. Ahavat Yisroel, as Nita is coming on. Right, Nita, great to see you. Right, this is the most important to the Ribbon Shalom. This is the most important avoda to Hashem. And again, we have to invest ourselves. La shkia bazeh. Right, imagine having peace in the world. Imagine having that peace. The Baal Shem Tov once said, or Rav Shlomo quotes the Baal Shem Tov, and he says like this: if you love other people, if everybody's okay in your eyes, you're filled with joy. And Rav Shlomo says, I want you to know that Baal Shem Tov once taught that when you're filled with joy, you could meet your biggest enemy and love him because you don't care at all. You say, he hates me, but who cares? And if you can still care, if this one hates me and that one likes me, then you're obviously not filled with joy, because otherwise you wouldn't care. So as long as we're tapping into the Pnimius Chavra, and only we can know that, and only we can experience that, right? But we're not in control of the other side. The other side could be looking at the chitzoni on ourselves. And that's okay. We have to pray for the person. But as long as we're entering into the Pnimius, if one person dislikes me at this moment, that person likes me at that moment, it doesn't matter. We're all children of Rebbeinu Shalom, we're all brothers and sisters, and we all have one goal, is to connect inside and out to every single person in the world. The ka'ev hakadol biyoter shal shchina kadosh, hu ma shelo noagim kavod echad bechavro. And it hurts Hashem. We all know this is like the most important avoda for Hashem, from Hashem's perspective. And it hurts him. Right, we're in the 3 weeks right now. We're in the 9 days. We're about to experience Tisha B'Av, the loss of the Beit HaMikdash that we're mourning over. Hashem is already in pain. He doesn't have a home. Why make it more difficult for the Ribbon Shalom? So we have an opportunity to give Nachas Ruach like we do all the time to Hashem, but even more so by loving and counting and involving every single Yid. Right, so it hurts him when we're not behaving in this way. Zohi ikar sibat hagalus achrona. Shaisa mechamat sinat chinam. We all know the base of Mikdash was destroyed, and we enter into Galus because of sinat chinam. This is the Tikkun Chavra, and Rav Itchemeyer ends off by saying v'chol haguula taloya bazeh. The whole process of redemption is dependent on this. This mitzvah, v'hafta kamocha. We have to be living with this. We have to be breathing this chavra. And Bezrat Hashem, like we said in the introduction, that we should get to such a place of v'hafta kamocha. And like what we're saying now, not ending, but ending tonight's chabura with v'hafta kamocha chavra. We could each bring the geula in our own lives and to the world through Ahavat Yisroel and Bezrat Hashem. We should get to such a place. Questions, comments, please feel free. Bezrat Hashem Chavra, we should all be healthy, happy, and successful. And just love every single day. Shkach. L'kavod Shabbos. Steps.